It's official. The season is over. Another wasted season for the Lakers. They come out of the trade deadline with absolutely nothing. And it's not surprising. No other team is interested in what the Lakers have to offer. They don't have any valuable assets. And these teams know that the Lakers are desperate. So they're gonna try to take advantage of them. But this was the Lakers' only chance to improve the team. I guess technically there's the buyout market, but the buyout market is slim pickings. And those who do get bought out usually join a contender. And the Lakers don't look like one at all. Now we're stuck with this sorry excuse of a team. And it sucks to be a Laker fan. I imagine it sucks to be a Laker, or anything associated with the organization. Everyone looks miserable, and everyone is to blame. Now they're facing the consequences of their actions. A season this historically bad doesn't happen without multiple people contributing to its demise. Everyone is at fault here. Ownership for being cheap and not willing to pay the luxury tax to keep guys like Alex Caruso. Vogel for consistently putting out stupid rotations. AD for being very passive to start off the season. Lebron for wanting to trade for Westbrook. Westbrook, obviously, for playing like shit. All the other players for playing like shit. But the biggest blame has to go to Rob Pelinka for putting together this shitty-ass team. The biggest mistake, obviously, is trading for Westbrook. It was a risky move, trying to bring in another superstar to pair with LeBron and AD. But the idea was to have a big three. Who could have predicted that this would turn out this badly? Oh, that's right. Everyone in the basketball community, except the Lakers apparently, knew that Russell Westbrook wasn't a good fit on this team. You traded away valuable pieces, good players on good contracts, and draft picks to get him. Guys that would have been useful to put together in a trade package for this very moment. But now you don't have that. Instead, we're stuck paying a guy $40 million to brick shots, turn the ball over, miss layups, play bad defense, and sit on the bench. But that's just one bad move, right? It was a catastrophic mistake, but it was just one mistake, right? He signed Malik Monk, he signed Stanley Johnson, but you can't really count that because they pretty much had to since everyone else was out due to COVID protocol. But let's look at his other moves just this season to see if he got anything else wrong. Choosing THT over Caruso. Yeah, obviously wrong. It didn't have to be a choice. They could have had both if they were willing to pay the luxury tax or if they didn't trade for Westbrook. But anyway, let's just continue down the roster. Bazemore. Sucks. Unplayable. DeAndre Jordan. Unplayable. Wayne Ellington. Unplayable. Kendrick Nunn. Literally unplayable because he's been injured the whole damn season. THT. Sucks. He does stupid shit. Ariza. Sucks. He's old. And he's recovering from an injury. Dwight Howard. Only playable on certain nights with certain matchups. Melo. Not a great defender. Malik Monk. Not a great defender. But you rely on their offense so much that you have to play them. So now your defense suffers. The only solid role players have been Austin Reeves and Stanley Johnson. Your only reliable role players are a rookie and a guy that was just in the G League. That's sad. That is an absolute shit job of putting a team together around LeBron and AD. But sure, yeah, let's fire the coach because that's the real issue. Again, everyone is to blame. Pelinka doesn't do a lot of these moves without LeBron and AD's blessing. But it's ultimately Pelinka's decision. And now, doing absolutely nothing at the trade deadline, that's the final straw. And honestly, doing nothing was probably the right move based on what these other teams were demanding. You don't want to get taken advantage of, but to be in this position in the first place, to need to make a trade just to be competitive, to not have any assets, to not have any leverage. The reason you're here in the first place is because of your decisions last offseason. Now we're stuck with the same team we've been seeing lose this entire season. Even LeBron said this team can't reach the level of Milwaukee, the defending champs. So the season is pretty much over. I mean, if you want to hold on to hope and put your faith in this team, that's fine, go ahead. There's the buyout market. You can try different things with the lineups. We still haven't seen Kendrick Nunn back. But I think it's time we just live in reality and give up on the season. It's better for our mental health. The Lakers have disappointed us too many times already. It's clear they don't give a shit about the game, so why should we give a shit? This team doesn't deserve any more of our energy. So for the rest of the season, I guess you can try to do something with the buyout market, maybe make some noise in the play-in tournament. But the most important thing is you gotta build some trade value for guys like THT, Nunn, and Westbrook. Now's the time to stat pad for these guys. Then you try to trade them again in the offseason, because it's clear that this roster isn't a contender. It's not even a watchable team. Hopefully, they prove me wrong.